I tried to warn you in the offseason. I said that this Phoenix team may have won the draft, going out and getting guys like Kaman Malawach, Rasheer Fleming at 31 was maybe the steal of the draft, and then Kobe Brea, and I loved their additions, bringing in a guy like Jalen Green, who albeit hadn't played much, Dillon Brooks, a solid veteran wing, as well as Mark Williams, but the most important thing was getting guys like Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant out of town, because obviously they don't fit around your megastar, Devin Booker. And this team right now that Phoenix has fits around Devin Booker, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And Booker has already proven to the world that he can take a team built around him to the championship. I mean, watch this play right here where he creates space essentially in a phone booth. He cannot be guarded one-on-one because he's just going to get to his spot and knock down. Like that side step at the free throw line is essentially a layup for Booker at this point in his career as he enters his prime. Just dropped 33 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and a turnover in 29 minutes while shooting 12 of 22 from the field and 3 of 10 from 3. And he's almost a 10-year NBA veteran. So saying he's about to enter his prime is crazy, but that's what happens when you come into the league at 19. He's averaging 28.5 points a game, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 50% from the field so far this year, and is shooting 37% from 3 on 7 attempts, much better than last season when people were kind of freaking out. And he's getting to his spots in the mid-ranges against a great defender in Aaron Nesmith, and just backing him down, spinning, fadeaway. That is a bucket. That is so tough to stop. And then the 3-ball, like we said, yes, he only shot 3 of 10 last night, but at 37%, that's much better than the 33% clip that he shot last season. And Booker shooting the 3-ball is a necessary evil for the Phoenix Suns to win basketball games. It's something that has to happen. He's also been a good passer, averaging 7 assists per game so far this season, hitting Ighodaro right here on the rim run. But hey, shout out to Dillon Brooks, because if you're just a casual NBA fan or like somebody that doesn't really know much about basketball and you turned on the game last night, you would think Dillon Brooks was one of the best players in the world. He just put up 32 points, 0 assists, 1 rebound, and a steal in 32 minutes on strictly mid-range turnaround fadeaways. It was an incredible sight to see. 12 of 18 from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, and he's been shooting a decent 3-ball so far this year. Shot a good 3-ball last year as well, so looking for that to continue over to his tenure in Phoenix. But he's averaging 20 points a game, 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals in 29 minutes, shooting 44% from the field and only 33% from 3. He's been in and out of the lineup with injury so far this season. But I mean, look at this. I mean, we're getting shades of Kobe Bean Bryant from Dillon Brooks on a random Thursday night on League Pass. This is a beautiful thing to see. The turnaround fadeaway right here. Again, not a bad defender either, getting right downhill. What is this? Like, at this point, you think you've shattered him move for move. This is fantastic defense. You get him in going into your chest, and then he just does a half spin, a throw. That's not even a shot, that's a throw, and it goes in. That's just flow state right there at that point in the game for Dillon Brooks. And he's just a winner, right? He's won everywhere he's been in the league. Memphis hasn't been the same since he left. He brought Houston, or helped bring Houston to the top, and now that's a team that looks like they can compete for a championship. And he's now helping Phoenix to an 8-5 record so far this year, who's won 7 of their last 8 games and might be the hottest team in basketball. And then you have Grayson Allen, and he did exit last night in about the second quarter, but they're not too worried about his injury. He should be back soon. It was just kind of a knee-to-knee thing. He finished with 12 points and 2 rebounds and an assist in just 12 minutes. Came out the gates on fire, so we might have been in for another 40-piece if he didn't get hurt, like he went for against the Pelicans a couple of nights ago when he went for 42, 4, 2, and 3 and shot 12 of 17 from the field and 10 of 15 from 3. He went for 42 points and only took 17 shots. That is a very impressive feat. And he's averaging 18.5 points per game, despite the fact that that game last night where he only played 12 minutes is factored in. He's still averaging 18.5 points a game, shooting 47% from the field and 45% from 3 on 9 attempts. Might be on his way to another NBA 3-point percentage crown. Now take a look at this. All this action on the right is just a distraction. We're just going to get into a little bit of a zoom action with Gillespie popping and Ighodaro rolling, and that's just a beautiful pass. He goes up for the shot and realizes, yeah, maybe shouldn't do that, and finds Ighodaro rolling, and then a little bit of the athleticism right here. Even though he's got some gray hairs, this is just going to be a curl here against Jay Huff. We're going to be working downhill against him. The game plan is to run him off the line, obviously, because that's what the Pacers do here. Get him going downhill, and then that's a tough finish over a solid rim protector in Jay Huff. And then right here, this is a nice action. I low-key think he made the wrong read here, because if you watch, Gillespie is popping right here. That could have been a throw behind and an easy 3-ball, although the defender did a decent job of recovering, so Grayson just gets downhill and finishes the layup. As for Gillespie, he's been a really nice piece, a really nice revelation for this Suns team, if you will. 9.5 points a game, 5 assists, 3.8 rebounds, and a steal in 23 minutes a game, shooting 39% from the field and 39% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. Now, if you've made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if that's you, let's go ahead and fix that. And then let's get back to looking at this Suns team. Taking a look at Ighodaro, who has been a monster as of late. Now, shockingly, I say this as a Hornets fan, Mark Williams did not play last night. So Ighodaro got a bunch of more minutes. And not to hate on Mark, he's been solid so far. Nick Richards got the start, funnily enough. The Suns have my former starting front court as a Hornets fan now as their starting and backup front court. But Ighodaro last night finished with 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks, on 7 of 9 shooting from the field, and did all that in just 26 minutes. It was kind of a breakout, kind of, hey, I'm here performance. 6 stocks is impressive enough for one game, but at 6'11", with a 6'11" wingspan, he's got to be very mobile, and that's what he is. He's great in the short roll as well, making plays, but also being able to, you know, go out there and defend. Like, TJ McConnell is one of the quicker guards in the league, even though, yes, he is white, and here he is coming off the screen, and at this point, you would think that Ighodaro is beat, but he's able to stay with him and get the rejection right here and actually sends him into the floor. Right here, another fantastic play where he's playing a little bit of drop coverage here off this Jay Huff screen, and right here, watch him flip his hips as Ben Shepherd tries to change direction and gets to the rim. Yeah, get that out of here. And then right here, once again, using him as the middle guy here in this 5-out offense, just being a little push cross and getting right to the rim, and then a nice dump off here, even though they're up by 40. One more exclamation point. Now, Jordan Goodwin's also been very solid. Another guy, kind of like Colin Gillespie, that they weren't counting on to be great. I surely wasn't counting on to be great, but they have been so far. Here, Goodwin looks off the defender on the Ryan Dunn throw behind and then slips it in to Ighodaro. Really nice job there. And he's been shooting a decent enough 3-ball. Well, not decent enough. He's been shooting a great 3-ball. 39% on 3 attempts per game. And that's in 16 minutes a night. So he's getting consistent action. And it looks like he's going to be a solid piece here in Phoenix. And the 3 wings have been incredible. We talked about Dillon Brooks. Ryan Dunn has been really solid. Talk about Dunn, Royce O'Neal, and Dillon Brooks. That's 3 of the 3 really good perimeter defenders. You've got 3 tier 1 perimeter defenders, I feel like, or number 1 options defensively. 8.5 points a game for Ryan Dunn. 5.5 rebounds so far. 48% shooting from the field. The only problem is his 3-ball has not been great. The same cannot be said about Royce O'Neal, who is shooting 45% from 3 right now on 7.5 attempts. He has been a stud so far this season, and then hopefully they can get Rasheer Fleming going, because like I said, he was my steal of the draft at 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan. He is a bit of a project though, and is kind of like a young Kawhi Leonard coming into the league for the San Antonio Spurs. And then Kaman Malawach, who is another guy here that looked solid last, a little Euro step, and then protecting the rim. The number 10 overall pick is doing a little bit of everything early. 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan, and is a very nice insurance policy, given the fact that Mark Williams, has never played more than 45 games in his life. However, the rookie did get baptized last night by Jay Huff, but hey, that's Jay Huff. He's a dog. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.